Alright, so today we're going to be abusing the hyper awareness spray add-on. So basically, whenever survivors slipstream, they hear our Teridius as if we were nearby. And we're going to pair that with Teridius perks like chlorophobia, so whenever survivors are healing in their Teridius, it's 50% slower and the skill checks are 50% faster. Paired with unnerving presence, in our Teridius, the skill checks are even smaller, so it's basically impossible to hit. So with these two perks and this add-on, it's literally impossible to heal. And lastly, you've got Merciless Storm, and this paired with unnerving presence makes the skill checks literally impossible, so we're going to get 20 seconds of gem blockage like every time they're close to completing it. But yeah, that's basically the build. As you'll see in the video, we completely destroy the survivors, so let's just get straight into it. Alright, we have the Lampkin Lane. This should be a pretty good map since it's kind of open and there's a lot of good camera placements. So let me just start by placing some cameras down. Oh, and nice, we find a survivor here, and we do slipstream her. So now she's gonna have our Teridius on at all times. But yeah, let me just get this last gen, and we should be fine. And nice, they actually missed the Merciless Storm skill checks, so that was definitely a good perk to choose. And that was actually the only gen I didn't manage to get a camera on, because it was so upstairs and, you know, kind of far to get a camera. But let me just do that now, and wow, we do actually find the Nia here. And actually, because of that fall, she doesn't get any distance, so we get it down instantly. And we even get more surge value, because we just pop the gen. And if you don't know what surge does, it basically just pops the gens around you by 10% when you down a survivor, so that's a lot of value. And nice, they actually just missed another skill check. We got the slipstream, and I think we can just teleport to her if we're lucky. And perfect, she's gonna get injured now for sure. We just need to make sure not to miss. And nice, she dropped that pallet, which was kind of a waste. We can teleport here again, and she shouldn't literally make anything, so we get it down here. Nobody is slipstreamed though, so we can't get any healing slowdown, but I'll do that right after I hook her, because there's a camera like near that hook, so we should be able to get the survivors, although I'm not too sure. But they're actually here at this gen, so we can just do that anyways. And they're actually upstairs. I think I can just teleport, but yeah, I don't reach there. Luckily though, she walks straight into us, so we get even more surge value. And the other survivors should try to go this way, so we can probably get the injured again. Let me just do that real quick. And then I think, yeah, I have a camera here, so I should be able to slipstream her. And perfect, now she won't be able to like heal really fast. This gen is regressing because of surge, so you don't need to have to worry about kicking it. And nice, there's actually a hook here, so that's actually perfect. I'm just gonna make sure there aren't any survivors nearby. And nice, we actually see two here, so let me just slipstream one of them. And we actually see another one over here. Not sure why, but she's like kind of just teleported in front of me. But yeah, we have a camera here. Let me just activate on it, so we can slipstream her and then just teleport like this. And she shouldn't be able to make anything, and even if she does, then we're just so close that we can just do a little launch and she's already down. And we've got even more surge value on this gen, so this build is definitely working really well. Also, we see some scratch marks, and I think I saw a survivor there, so let me just try to get her. I'll just go to this camera because yeah, she's right over here. This is literally perfect, and now she won't be able to heal fast, so I'll just try to teleport like this. She's going to that hook, but I think she's giving up. Yeah, like this build is so insane. These survivors are literally giving up already. And also, if you don't think this build is working, then most likely the reason they're giving up is that every time I slipstream them, they just constantly hear my Teridius, so they're just freaked out and don't know where to go. That's why that survivor at the start literally walked straight into us. But we do have a camera here, so I'll just try to activate it. And nice, we do slipstream her. I can just teleport, or actually I'll just go normally since I think I can just M1 her. And wow, we don't make that, but you can just go around, and I don't even need to teleport. So let me just do that real quick. She drove that pallet for literally no reason. Also, the other survivor died on hook, if you didn't realize already, but that's a lot of value. I'll just go kick this pallet, and yeah, I don't think she makes literally anything, so this should be a down. Just go for a launch, and yeah, let's just hook this girl. The other survivors are healing somewhere, but I don't think we'll be able to see them. Oh nice, never mind, we do see them like somewhere here. So let's just get this injured girl, and yeah, she's literally given up. I guess let's just go for the last one here. I will go for the M1, and she's also giving up. What's up with these survivors? Like, is this build really this strong? I mean, I guess so. Either way, GG's, and let's just get into the next game. Anyways, wow, 3 survivors gave up like almost instantly, so it's safe to say this build is definitely really strong. But yeah, before we get to the next game, just don't forget to subscribe because I want to hit 1K by the end of the year, and I would really appreciate it. But let's just get straight into it. Alright, you have the Mount Ormond. This is one of my favorite maps for the Singularity because it's just so open. And even if it's not, you can just test out camera placements in some pretty interesting positions to get the survivors. But yeah, let's just place down some more cameras. Oh, and I think I see some survivors here. And we could just follow this guy, but I'm pretty sure there's someone at this gen. So let's just slipstream him real quick. And yeah, we could just go back to that camera to teleport to him. But yeah, let me just go around. To be fair, I could go through that pallet, but we still get injured, so it doesn't really matter. Let me just try to teleport to him here. Because yeah, he just doesn't make anything, so you can probably get that down easily. And just like that, he's already down, and he's even put himself right next to a hook. Thank you, survivor. But yeah, we see another person still working on this gen. Luckily, we did put a camera there earlier, so you can just teleport. Or I mean slipstream, because we can't really teleport. But yeah, she did deactivate our camera. Luckily, we can just place another one down because we're already here. And she walks straight into us too, so that's definitely an interesting choice. Let me just go to this camera because I expect her to probably be here. And perfect, we can probably teleport to her like pretty soon. And I think I actually make that, so that's literally like ideal for us. I'll try to go through that pallet because yeah, she like doesn't realize that we can just go straight through it, so that's GG's. Alright, I'll try to place down some more cameras because I'm not sure where these survivors are. And just one in general like over here will be very useful for us because right here I can just teleport. And yeah, we have the add-on that allows us to extend the duration of like the cameras by 4% or 4 meters. So that's definitely very useful. But this guy just used dramaturgy. I won't even teleport because I think we get the M1 anyways. And yeah, he definitely doesn't make that pallet, so we can go for the M1 here. And then we can just straight up teleport if he doesn't like go out of sight, but he didn't. So we can just vault this window really fast and then break this pallet really fast again. Like, Singularity is just so fun. Sometimes I think, like, isn't he just too strong? But there are some minuses to him. Like, for example, if you pre-drop a pallet, wait, no, you can kill it fast. Maybe there aren't any, like, weaknesses. Of course, I'm just kidding because you can just deactivate the cameras. But either way, we should be able to teleport again to him, like, right over here. So let's just do that. He'll vault the window, but I won't even vault after him because he can just go around. And then he probably vaults this pallet, so he vaults it again. And we can go for the down here, so that's perfect. Let's just look him here, and I'll instantly try to get on some cameras because I'm pretty sure the survivors should be somewhere here. And nice, we do find one there, so let me just like go around. I doubt he'll stay in the same place again, so yeah, actually I think we reach him. Yeah, never mind, we don't, but luckily we have another camera inside, so we can just do that. And nice, we actually reach the other survivor right here, so we can just teleport through the camera and we get her anyways. She pre-dropped this pallet, but we can just kick it really fast and then go around. Yeah, to be fair, this build is just so strong. She vaults that window for some reason, even though like we were just down there. But let me just teleport to her again. And we see another survivor there in the distance. I could probably go for that launch, but I might as well vault since we get it down anyways. And we see another survivor here, so let me actually just place down another camera since he deactivated it. And to be fair, I think we don't reach him with this one since for some reason it's like deactivated. But I think we can break it right here and place another one, so it doesn't really matter. Let's just go back and pick up this fang. And wow, there's a survivor trying to go for the flashlight, like not save even, just a flashlight blind at this point. And wow, we see another survivor trying to work on this gen. I think he's gonna deactivate the camera, unfortunately, but we can just go back and replace it and also kick this gen while we're at it. And also we can just go back and, you know, slipstream this survivor since we know that they're working on that gen. And we can probably slipstream even more survivors since we can see them here. And this guy isn't even moving from this gen, so we can just teleport to him. He uses finesse, but to be fair, we have our own finesse, the Singularity finesse. And also we see a fang there, so I'll just injure this guy since it's gonna take a while to heal, and then I'll try to go for the fang since she's the only survivor that's on death hook. So if I get her, this will be really valuable for us. I'm pretty sure she like deactivates herself, and yeah, she did just do that, but luckily we got the teleport before she could do that. She drops the pallet on us while we're slipstream, so we, you know, delete it. And then we have a camera here, so let me just try to get her. There was another survivor, but I wanted to go for her since, you know, she is the one on death hook. Let me just try to go around, and I don't think she makes this, so we get it down. Let me just break this pallet real quick, and so we can finally get her dead. Alright, perfect. We slipstreamed this survivor, and also they did just miss a merciless storm on that gen because it was blocked. And we actually see the survivor that missed the skill check, so really bad for you, my guy. But he used dramaturgy. Hopefully he's gonna get exposed, because yeah, I think he's actually exposed. Unless he got double like speed, then I think he's gonna be exposed. But unfortunately for us, he just gets too much distance, so I'll just go back to this gen. And oh my god, there's a survivor trying to go for it. Luckily we catch him in time, so we can just, you know, get get the down. And also we get surge on the gen, so it's popped for 10% because of that. Let's just get on top of this hook and check up on the other survivor who was probably working on that gen. So yeah, he's actually here. Let me just teleport to him. We get the M1, and I think I can just bolt after him right here. I don't think he actually makes like anything or that window, so we can just go around and we get the down again. This gen also had merciless mist on it, so we can just, you know, hook this guy, then probably kick it, because yeah, surge didn't activate since it was blocked. And then the survivors aren't working on this gen, which is really good for us. And wow, there actually are, so let's just quickly try to get there. Although yeah, I'm pretty sure I was a survivor there, but the gen is more important than the survivors, so I'm just, you know, try to get him. He used dramaturgy again, but yeah, this time he should definitely be exposed. I don't think I saw him get double distance, and I didn't see him scream or anything, so this should be an insta down. And nice, it actually was. Let me just hook this guy here, and they did pop that gen, but luckily we still have one left. Let me just replace the camera and then kick this one. And now the only gen that actually has any progress on it is this one, but we can just patrol it. Let me also place down the camera here, since the survivors love to run away. And alright, they just unhooked this guy, but I'm not sure why he's trying to come back to this gen, since I don't know, like I'm already in the area. And nice, we actually catch the other survivor off guard, so I think we get it down like pretty much instantly, so that's perfect. We get even more surge value on that gen, so it pops for 10%. Let's get this guy on top of this hook. And also yeah, I'm pretty sure I heard the guy right here, so let's just follow him. He doesn't drop any pallets, since it's like there's literally no pallet. I'm pretty sure he has DS though, because there shouldn't be any other reason he goes to the locker. So yeah, we did suspect that, but that was worth eating that DS, since we still get to get him here. They're probably gonna try to work on this gen, so let me just try to teleport. And yeah, they are running away now. Hopefully they aren't like still trying to work on it, so I'm just trying to get even more cameras. And alright, let's just quickly go back. I'll just place another camera down here, and then just kick this gen. Oh my god, they just slipstreamed this camera. I need to go here quickly. Luckily, we were right next to him, so we can just go back, replace the camera, and kick this gen again. And also, let's just follow these scratch marks at this point, since we know that there was a survivor here. And perfect. Let me just place down a camera. We can look into it, get him slipstream, so that's great. And then we should just be able to go for the down, although, yeah, he's just gonna go for the pallet. And we can get it down here, so that's perfect. I will go back, and oh my god, we do have a camera here. We need to go there quickly, though. And yeah, they did complete the gen. Luckily though, we're right here, and all of them are injured, so let's just try to get the downs. And yeah, this guy doesn't make anything except this really weak pallet, so we can just go around and we should be able to get the down. So yeah, let's just do that real quick. Also, I think that gen has some, that gate has some progress. And oh my god, I don't think we get it in time. Actually, hold up, I'm pretty sure we get the survivors. So nice, we get one of them, and this guy doesn't make it, so we get the 3k. And alright, even though we only got a 3k, it's still pretty good for the fact that these survivors were playing really well. And either way, I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So, bye.